Okay, here we are. I think it's 6. I think I made it on time. Let me wait to see if anybody comes up. Hi everyone. For those of you that are local, how are you enjoying the weather? Sarcasm much? Yeah, let me give it a little bit. No, I don't know. I have the little ring thingy. I don't know if I'm gonna really realize I've been paused. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Okay. Steeping my tea here. Non-caffeinated for the time of the day. I'm gonna give it a little bit longer. It's not like you can even sip this thing right now. The water was just done. Looks warm, right? I need it. You know when you have that place in the house that never gets any heat? That's my office. Thank you very much. Okay, well, I'm gonna dive right in and see who joins us. I hope that if you do join us, just drop a comment, interact. I'm really passionate about this topic because, hi Jen, I just saw you. I didn't know that you were watching. I'm really passionate about this topic because I don't like approaching it the way that a lot of people do, in the sense, I'm a very success-minded person, but I am not a success-obsessed person, and I'm gonna explain to you why in a little bit. Even though I'm a hard worker and sometimes might be even considered a workaholic, but the judge's still out on that. The jury. Okay, so let's dive in. Why did I choose the top of success? Because I think it's something that is at the top of mind of a lot of people, and it tends to be a frustrating topic. I know it was a frustrating topic for me, and it was because I didn't really have a grasp of what success meant. I had an idea that somebody gave to me. I had the idea that my dad, specifically, and society gave to me of what success was. This is still the time that I'm running a successful business in a different country in less than a year, and my dad is probably thinking that I should be running a branch of a bank somewhere in the Dominican Republic, driving an SUV, and being married to some dude. I don't know. Well, I am married to some dude, but not in the whole scope of things. But yeah, that was a definition of success that was always taught to me, but it always felt wrong. I don't know if you have that feeling that the way people have taught you, the way society decides to describe success irks you the wrong way. It used to irk me the wrong way. I used to understand that because it irked me the wrong way, then I was a failure. And that was the core of a lot of my misery, a core of a lot of disgruntled conversations with my parents. It was the core of a lot of disappointment and depression. You know, when you're a college dropout and you are definitely letting people down because you do not fit into their idea of success. That's pretty much how I felt all through my early life, maybe up to my mid-20s. And I'm gonna share with you what made the difference. What made the difference in the fact, and what allowed me to move into success. And what is my definition of success? What allowed me to move into success, and by success I mean having a business that in less than a year is turning profit, moving out to a country where I didn't know anyone and actually making things happen, working on a marriage that will always be a work in progress, and even working on my body. Because again, it's also something that's going to be a work in progress for me. It took what I'm going to share with you, and pretty much it is defining your own success. Okay? So if you're watching right now, I want you to put down in the comments, and you can do that if you're watching the replay, what does success mean to you? And I want you to really give it some thought. What is it that makes you feel successful? And sometimes we fall in the trap of lowballing ourselves, not because we think something is success, but because we think that we can't really reach what we think success really is. So for some people, maybe for you, success is owning your own home. And you have been taught that, or you think your belief system has brought you to think that you are not capable of doing that. Or success to you is having 4 kids, and you are a raging feminist and you are battling with that because it's not what success is supposed to be to you. So I really want you to dig in, and I really want you to figure out what is the definition of success for you. And a good way to do this, and you might want to do this exercise, is to look back into your past and look at things that made you feel successful once. Look into the last year, look into the last 3 years. What are things that make you feel successful? What were things that happened to you, things that you made happen that made you feel proud of yourself? Because in the end, success brings with it the feeling of pride, the feeling of, damn, I'm actually good at something. I am a worthy human being. And we can work a little bit on that mindset, but I want you to right now dig into, okay, when are the moments in my life when I've ever felt successful? And what were the components of that feeling? Okay? So the reality is that we don't feel successful 100% of the time, every day, 24/7. I don't. I actually struggle with that because like I said, I am a very goals-oriented person. So I am usually always looking at the gap. So when I accomplish something, the next thing that I tell myself is, okay, so instead of celebrating, you're gonna give yourself the gift of your next goal. So that's what you're gonna do now. And let me tell you, I'm gonna do a whole other episode on that. It's not healthy, and it, like I said, we're all a work in progress, but I've learned to manage that little by little. So right now, think of what is it that's ever made you feel successful? What does success mean to you? If you look into your future, if you look in what you want to feel in your life, what is the definition of success? And it's a very personal definition. It's not everyone else's. It's not society's. It's not what your mom and dad taught you. It's not something that's on a book. Maybe success to you means, being debt-free. Maybe success to you means to live off the grid. Whatever that is, just commit to that right now. And admit and acknowledge and embrace that this is your definition of success. And no one can take that away from you. And why am I urging you to find this definition for yourself? Because it will give you the personal responsibility of knowing that when you're not there, knowing that when you're not on your way there, acknowledging that those feelings are yours and are your responsibility. Acknowledging that if you're not there and you're not moving towards it, then what are you doing? When you give up, you need to own the fact that this is your dream. Success, your definition of success is yours, and only you can get yourself closer to it. Okay? So that brings me to the second part of how to achieve success. So you know what your definition of success is, and that is really the first step. Acknowledging what your definition is and embracing that, owning that, communicating it to other people. So if you want to, you know what, I'm challenging whoever watches this, go on the wall after you watch this video and write down what success means to you. Whatever, even if it's just a word, a phrase, a paragraph, even if it's just, or even if it's a whole page describing your life in the next 5 years. Whatever it is, write it down and let us know. Let us hold you accountable. This is your tribe. This is what we're here for, so that we can grow together. And I want to see you achieve your success. This is the reason why I do this every Thursday. And I'm going to continue to do it until, well, I'm tired of it. Because until it's not part of my definition of success anymore. But doing this, having a tribe, having 442 women in that group, this is part of my definition of success. Reaching to as many people and changing as many lives and touching as many lives as I can, and allowing other women to do that for each other. That is my definition of success. And every day I strive to get closer and closer to it. Get closer and closer to something that makes me feel proud of myself. Success is a feeling. Success is not a destination. It's really the path. It is the journey. So the second thing that it's necessary, imperative, and that you will never get success without is believing that you can actually achieve it. Okay. A lot of positive thinking mumbo jumbo? Yes, I think so, but it's also true. You need to believe that you can do it, no matter what. It is a mindset game, okay? And what is mindset? Mindset is a combination of your thoughts and your emotions. Mindset is the state of your mind. Mindset is the difference between seeing a setback as failure or seeing it as a new opportunity. Mindset is the difference between seeing a setback as failure or seeing it as a lesson learned. Believing that you can achieve your success is the second most important ingredient to actually achieving whatever success looks like to you. If you don't believe it, I can't believe in you more than you believe in yourself. If you keep putting responsibilities out there saying that the situation is bad, economy is failing, economy has been failing since I can remember, and people keep buying jets. And people keep buying SUVs and growing and buying homes. You just need to know and be unapologetic about what you want and about the faith that you have in yourself. Stop that stupid, I think it might sound stupid, but no. If you have a plan, if you have an idea of what success is, say it like it is, own it, and believe that you can do it. I haven't written my book yet, I haven't finished it, but when people ask me what I do, I'm an author. Why? Because I believe I can do it. And I have to battle a million demons to get that shit done. But I am a writer, and I know that, and nothing is gonna stand in my way for too long. Because let me tell you, this smiley face is not telling you this because every day is a success story for me. I have my setbacks. I have days in which I wonder, what the hell am I doing? I have days in which I've looked at my bank account. Thank God that hasn't happened in a while, but I've looked at my bank account and think, how am I going to make it next month without asking my husband for money? And thank God I have a husband that supports me. But still, every day is not a success story, but my mindset has made a difference. Now, what is your mindset? When you look at your success stories that will help you find your definition of success, what you've accomplished, what was your mindset when you accomplished that one thing? Versus your mindset when you have failed in the past and you have stayed in the gutter. What is the difference there? What is it that you're telling yourself that's making a difference? I can do this. This is not going to stop me. And let me tell you, ladies, because we're women, we have it even harder biologically, because there is a time in the month in which our mindset is it's out of balance, and we are really depressed, or we get really easily upset, or things just change in us and we can't find really our ground. So the third thing that I am inviting you to get, and when I say get, I mean practice towards it, is awareness. Awareness of who you are and the way you behave. Because your mindset, that is a good telltale of your mindset, is what determines your actions. Whether you're paralyzed, whether you are a go-getter, whatever that is, you need to be aware of your knee-jerk reactions. So when something goes wrong, what do? Do you go hiding, or do you face it head on? You need to be able to identify these things so that you can course correct whenever things are not necessarily going the way they should be going according to your idea of success. Give me a second, I need some tea. Chai. Okay, so make sure, and these are just final thoughts just to wrap it all up, because I'm going to really dive into awareness next week. I want to talk about that. I want us to start taking responsibility for the way we act, and especially because we're women, to really start analyzing the way our emotions take over sometimes, why that isn't a bad thing, why we need to honor these things, why we need to acknowledge that this is part of our authenticity. As women, we've been conditioned to deny that. So just in the note of success, I want to make sure that I drive this down for you. So I just want to make sure that you're getting what I'm putting down, okay? So the first thing that you need, the first step, most important step towards success is defining what success means to you. Non-negotiable. Not what it means to your dad. I mean, if it's the same thing, awesome. Everybody's going to be proud. But if not, be crystal clear in what you want, because that idea is the one that's going to help you move forward, okay? The second thing is shift the mindset and believe that you can do it. Okay? It doesn't matter. You can want something really, really bad, but if you don't believe that you can do it, shit's gonna hit the fan quick. Okay? And the third thing, be aware of your knee-jerk reactions when it comes to failure, when it comes to success, when it comes to someone else's success. Okay? You want to make sure that you are cultivating a sense of awareness, because we're going to work on that and we're going to get you closer to being able to make instant decisions that are going to change your life. Because let me tell you something, it takes one decision, it takes 1 second for you to start moving forward in the direction of your dreams. It's not years of process. It might take you that long to get there, but the journey can start now. It's just gonna take a decision. So I hope that tonight, or whenever you see this, you really connect to your idea of success. You really connect to the power within you that can make that happen. Because let me tell you, we are not different from anybody that has ever walked this earth that has gotten what we define as success. You and I, we can do this, and I believe in you. I got you, and you got me, and I know that. Okay? And be aware. Start looking at yourself under pressure. Start looking at yourself when you see somebody that has what you want. Is it envy, or is it that drive to follow along, to be like, well, if they can do it, then I can do it? Let's start shifting those things. So I hope that this starts getting you into a success mindset, because we're really going to dive into this in 2018. I want to make sure that everybody in this community is thriving. And we're going to thrive as long as we participate and we're there and we're honest and we're showing up for each other. So please make sure you're using the platform. Please make sure you're watching the videos, you are commenting, you are sharing in the wall, share your articles, music. Please share some music. And you know what? Let's make 2018 the best year of our lives, ladies. I believe in you, and I believe that we are all here. Everybody that's watching this is watching this for a reason. And I know that we are going to make some different, awesome choices from now on. So I really hope that you enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing it. And if you haven't filled out the survey, please do. It's coming down next week. So I really want to make sure that I'm getting everything that you want for 2018 for the group. As we grow, it's getting harder. It's getting harder to keep you entertained, people. So yeah, just join me in that. Thank you so much, everyone that watched.